Hello, this is Aubrey Rupp from IBM Offering Management, and I am excited to share with you today the features that we released in our latest October 2017 release. The first feature that I will share is around some of the changes that we've made to segmentation. So to demonstrate that, I'll go ahead and open up our segment modal, where you can find the list of segments that have been provided by IBM, as well as segments that have been created by the users. Upon looking at this list, I can select any segment, and I'm now able to click Broadcast and publish that segment to UBX. This integration with UBX, or Universal Behavior Exchange, enables you to leverage your important digital analytics segments and to use them for customer retargeting in other applications. Any UBX endpoint can receive a segment once it's been published by digital analytics. If you don't already have UBX configured with the next-gen version of digital analytics, then you will need to contact IBM support with some assistance. Additionally, we've made some changes to how you'd create a new segment. So if I select the option to create a new segment, you'll notice some differences in the segment criteria section. As I start to select criteria, I can start to use these icons over on the right to add and remove my criteria. So I'll go ahead and select the plus sign to enter in an additional row of criteria. And once I've done that, you'll find that I now have the option, as I'm looking at two different types of criteria, to choose whether that gets ANDed or ORed. So you do have more flexibility now to create a deeper or more complex segment by selecting whether your top level criteria is ANDed together or ORed together. Additionally, we've introduced some nesting. If I use the arrow over here on the right, I can start to build a group of criteria. Then I can use the plus sign to add additional criteria so that I can group specific criteria together. Within the nest, I can also choose AND or so that I have that same flexibility at the top level. I can use the drag handles to move items around, to move them out of my nested set of segment criteria as well. So you do have control over the top level and the nested level ANDs and ORs, and you do have that ability to get to some complex nesting as you may see fit. We've also introduced a feature that allows you to consume any report via the Report API. For any standard report, which is available in your standard workspaces, or any ad hoc report available in my shared or public workspaces, you can select from the report menu the export option. Once I select the API, I find that the request configuration is pre-populated with the report that I've selected, but I can also jump to different reports or different workspaces, as well as define a view that I want to consume via this API request. I can enable a second period so that I can compare period A to period B. And then once I've defined my criteria, I can click Generate to receive that API request URL. Once you've received the URL, you can use this to programmatically consume your standard or your ad hoc report data. We've also introduced the ability to broadcast reports. Any standard report can be broadcast to any of your client IDs. Selecting Broadcast from the report menu allows me to see the name of the report that I'm expecting to copy, and it allows me to see all of the available destination client IDs that I also have permission to access. Within those client IDs, I can select which of the destination IDs I want to send this report to, and then I have the option to select any available workspaces. If there are no available workspaces to save this report to, I can go ahead and create new, and then that workspace will automatically get created once I've broadcasted the report. Additionally, I can choose to change the name of this report in the destination client IDs. Once I've made any changes to the name, selected my destination client ID, and chosen a workspace, I can go ahead and broadcast that report. Now that report is saved into the destination client ID, including any segments, custom metrics, filters that have been applied to that report. The next feature I'd like to share is our Custom Marketing Channels feature. To access your Custom Marketing Channels administration panel, you'll click on the Analytics link at the top of the navigation, and then you'll go into Admin. There you'll find a Marketing Channels link, and that link will be populated with all of the custom channels that you've already defined in the legacy environment. We've pre-populated these for you so that you do have consistency between the legacy environment and the next gen. You can go into any of these channels and you can select the channel and edit that channel. You can also see all of the vendors that make up that channel. You can also create new channels from the same modal. You can find the list of all active vendors. At this point, I can select any additional vendors that I want to move into my new channel. And then I can go ahead and create that new channel. Once I've saved those changes, then I can go back into my reporting interface, go into the acquisition workspace, and there I'll find my marketing channels beta report. This marketing channels report, combined with the custom marketing channels, allows you to have full control over how you group and analyze your marketing campaigns. You can create groups of marketing vendors based on your campaigns and then report on those in the marketing channels report. Lastly, I'd like to share one other administrative feature that's available in the October release, and that is the ability to import a category definition file. Again, from the Analytics menu, you can go into a new section titled Build and select the Import option. Once you've opened that option, you can find the ability to import the category definition file that can be used to define your categorical structure for products and for pages. Within this templated workflow, you can choose to build your template right from the screen. You can import your data, notify any users via email that the file has been imported, and then process the file. We've tried to streamline the category definition file import so that everything can be done with a single workflow. On the right-hand side, you'll find the history of all category definition files that have been loaded so that you can make sure to have full control over your historic CDFs as well. That really rounds out some of the features that we've released in our October release. Please take a look at the release notes if you have any other questions or would like to see some of the additional items that were delivered. Thanks so much for your time, and I look forward to hearing your feedback.